What's cracking with you people? This is the Devious Wolf and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dead Space. In the last one, we got the shock pad, and that's about it. In this one, we're going to try to get the thermite. Oh, I forgot, we got some new kinesis, which allows us to pick stuff up and move it around. It'll come in handy at some point, but I recommend holding off on relying on it too soon. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our thermite. Wow. You look like crap.
All weapons have an alternate firing mode.
Well, thanks for letting me know that. Now, essentially what that thing is telling you is that if you have a weapon and you press the right bumper, it'll activate an alternate firing mode. And it will activate an alternate firing mode. For some guns, it literally, like for the plasma cutter, it changes which whether or not you do horizontal or vertical shots. Others, it literally activates another alternate firing, and it just fires automatically. I don't know what that is. Okay, it's just a busted door. Just run through it. Okay. Open this up. Sterile environment. More plasma cutter rounds. But yeah, most guns in this game, the alternate fire is literally just an alternate fire. The plasma cutter is, it just rotates the barrel a bit. Crap. Okay, this bit's gonna be a little bit tough because this is essentially a horde mode, and you have to be careful because, like I said, fragile, and there's a lot of them coming at you. Recommend using kinesis to slow down as many of them as you can, and if you can, try to pick their limbs off, because if you can pick their limbs off, you can use that as an alternate fire. You can actually fire their raised serrated limbs at them and do damage that way, and I recommend trying it out to keep you alive. There's more somewhere, I know there is. Because the lockdown won't stop until you've killed them all. So, what did I use? Okay. I think we're good here. Which means one of them's playing dead. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. But yeah, if you pick up their limbs, you can fire them as projectiles, which is something that I encourage doing. It's hard to get used to, but it definitely does help to do. It's actually so helpful that, and remember, I have not played any of the sequels to this game, but it's so helpful that in the sequel, they go out of their way to let you know that's something you can do. How do I know this? Well, I saw the first 20 minutes of it on Let's Play site. I forget which one it is though. Okay, gonna kill me? Actually, no, you're not gonna kill me because I'm at full health, and I got them button mashing skills. Try my best not to use my health packs here, because if I do, I'm gonna have a large health pack. Oh, hello there. Oh, you're not dead. Okay, now I need to use one. Helps to use it only Okay. Quarantine is down. Now, the best thing about quarantine areas is that if it has a quarantine siren, it'll go off and stay active until you've killed all of the enemies in the area. Now, these enemies are called necromorphs. I don't think they're explicitly mentioned by that moniker in game, but in the community and just in general by people who play this game, they call them necromorphs. Now, before we get our actual piece here, let's look around and find some goodies.
I finally convinced Jurgens to show me the video feed from the colony. And what I saw was glorious, breathtaking. Miners undergoing a transformation into something extraordinary. I must know more. Even as the believer within me wants to become one of them, the scientist needs to uncover their secrets. I need to study one of these necromorphs, as Kyne so clinically puts it. I need to witness this infection firsthand. Perhaps that patient from the colony.
Okay, and we get a little bit more story there. Now, that guy was just talking about experimentations and looking into these transformations. Now, if you actually want to know a little bit more about Dead Space, I believe there are, outside of the other 3 games, one of which is a prequel to this game. It was originally released as in On-Rails Edition. Okay, so we gotta go through that door. So I think I've been through here, right? I want to say I've been through here. I have been through here, right? Let me take a look, just to be certain. No, I have not. Okay. But if you go... it's an on-rails shooter, so if you go and look at it, it'll tell you like how everything gets to where it is inside this game, which is pretty neat. I've not played it myself. I want to, though. I want to sit down and play it one day. But I hear it's pretty fun. Secondly, semiconductor. Secondly, there are about 2 or 3 movies that are a prequel to this game as well. And before we get more into that, let's look at this video log.
What in God's name is going on down there?
I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow. You can analyze it all you want to. What are you so worried about?
Worried? Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness the transformation unitology teaches us?
Doctor, Terrence, there will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
And that's what worries me.
Interesting. The captain and one of the doctors on the ship are having a conversation about something they found on the planet's surface. A text log. Kyne. Dr. Kyne T, Chief Science Officer. Person we just saw with the vid logs. Okay, for those of you who wanted to read that, you can feel free to pause the video. For the rest of us, myself included, since I'm actively playing and I can be attacked at any point in time, I'm not reading jack. Okay. Now, we go through this door, and we should get our little thing. But yeah, there are 2 movies. I remember seeing 2 movies that actually tell you, will give you another story about what's going on in the backgrounds and everything leading up to this game. And they were pretty interesting movies, more into the psychological vein of horror than jump scares, which I think, I'm going to be perfectly frank with you guys, I think psychological horror is probably a better way to convey horror than jump scares. Because jump scares, they work, yes, but they're pretty cheap, don't leave a lasting impression. Like for this, the lights just changed. Creepy atmosphere, something's about to go down, and I'm not looking forward to it. When you get that kind of stuff, you'll be jumping at shadows.
Come on! Come on! Let me out!
I'm never having kids. I'm never having kids. If that's what they turn into, no. But now we're at the nursery, and as you can tell, things have gone not well. Oh, hello. Okay, kid, I'm gonna need you to sit down and have a timeout. Insta-killed. Just some health here. I'd use that actually. Nope. Okay, so I need to be real careful here because I could die at any moment. I have no health packs. I'm about half health. And yeah. Okay. Now if I remember correctly, Now to kill the babies, what you gotta do is you gotta shoot off their tendrils, which is very hard to do. Yep, I'm about to die here. Freeze you. Freeze you. He's dead. Dead. Medium health pack. Heal up. Medium health pack. The way health packs work here is I believe they restore a percentage of your health. I think small health packs restore 10%, medium health packs restore half, and large health packs restore 70% to 100%. And I'm probably going to need to buy some health packs when we get back to the main hub, because this is getting frankly ridiculous. Okay. We'll keep on moving. Okay, is there any vents in here? In the roof? Doesn't look to be the case. Gonna grab this. Gonna grab this. There's another power node. Okay. There it is. The thermite.
Alright. That thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shock pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving out there.
Okay. Gotta hurry. Knew it. Somehow I knew it. But there's always something around the corner. And look! There's a woman! And a man. Yeah, she's probably still alive. Now she's not. As soon as you get off at least if they don't die after 2 limbs being cut off, I promise you once the 3rd limb comes off, they're dead. Now don't rely on that 3rd limb being the head, but as long as you get 3 limbs off, they're dead. I promise you they're dead. Especially if you destroy their 2 main means of attack, because otherwise, what are they attacking with? Okay. Now, back in the main hub. Before we do anything else, let's see, vents. I could chop down through there certainly. I'm gonna take my chances real quick. Yeah, Okay. So this. I'm going to buy 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to use 1. And that's enough health that I should be able to get through. This is 2. Decent amounts of ammo. Let's grab one more health pack just to be certain. And there we go. Now we have the thermite and the shock pad, we can advance. Next time. I've been the Devious Wolf, and I will catch you later.